Prue and Phoebe in real life started with men. Shannon Doherty and Alyssa Milano went from being friends to rivals in no time, and their rivalry continues to accumulate drama to this day.
All this was about power, and let me explain what Alyssa had the power to do.
Finally, one of the charmed ones began to reveal the truth on Instagram. Since Shannon and Alyssa started having problems, it was said that it all began over a couple of men, but few imagined everything that was hidden behind. Shannon had a romance with Julian McMahon, who played Alyssa's love interest on screen, creating personal and professional tension between the two actresses. Alyssa began to isolate Shannon, speaking ill of her to Holly Marie Combs, the third sister, and even went so far as to prevent Doherty from getting close to her.
Trying to pull you away from me, and that, transpired in that second season. And it was, I know for me, it was an incredibly rough season. You were going through health stuff. You were in the hospital.
Holly Marie was going through a health crisis and had surgery for a breast tumor, and Doherty wanted to visit her in the hospital. However, Milano and her mother reportedly prevented her from seeing her and told her she was not welcome. This deeply hurt Doherty, feeling she had lost a friend and her support system. Years later, Holly Marie finally decided to point out the lies Alyssa had been saying for so long that affected all the actresses.
This is just the story she didn't want people to know about. And I have a big problem with injustice. This was actually all about power. But let's go with that, and let me explain what Alyssa did have the power to do.
Alyssa couldn't stand that Shannon was the highest paid of the three actresses and wanted more say in the direction and style of the show. She resented Doherty for having more influence and authority. Freeze to end her issues with Shannon, Alyssa accused her of creating a hostile work environment and threatened to sue the producers if they didn't fire her. She claimed that Doherty was unprofessional, rude, and abusive to the cast and crew. This made sense given the problems Shannon had on other shows like Beverly Hills 90210 due to her attitude. The producer sided with Alyssa and fired Doherty from the show. She was shocked and devastated by this decision. For years, it was believed that Shannon was to blame for all the problems, but over time, the truth began to emerge. Rose McGowan, Shannon's replacement, also had a tough time with Alyssa's attitude and lies.
Are you proud of her?
I don't like her.
Why?
Because I think she's alive.
After Holly Marie and Shannon openly talked about what happened with Alyssa's lies, she only responded at a conference that what she feared had happened
was going to come up in one way or another. It was hard for me. It was hard for me to understand that hurt people hurt people. And my intention is to be a healed person that helps heal people. Wish that we could all sit on a stage. Yeah, because again, this was like almost a quarter of a century ago.
What happened between Doherty and Milano is a complex and tragic story of how friendship can turn into rivalry, and how rivalry can take years to heal. Did you already know what happened between these actresses? What would you have done